Thank you, Fadi, very much. And before I start my presentation, just a special thanks to the mission director for being with us. It's a real honor to have her here as the keynote speaker, and I appreciate it. We've been hearing a lot about regional revitalization hubs recently. First in Tripoli, where this phenomenon started about 2 years ago, then in the Bakan, and now in Saida. It was very much a creation of USAID, Life, and our 3 partners in those 3 geographical areas, who basically stipulated pretty much in unison that while our livelihood projects were doing good works, they weren't achieving the wider impact they should. And this was a response. Hubs, Saida included, have one principal rationale, that being to create more sustainable and impactful platforms for development in Lebanon. Keyword is sustainable, of course, along with impactful. It's one thing to stand up a project and get it going. It's another to have sufficient local ownership to be able to keep it going and the benefits attached to it after the initial investment is over. Now, where? Yeah, that's a very important proposition here and a bit revolutionary, but the folks that I said that were engaged in starting this model up 2 years ago, basically, to make it as succinct as possible, these new investments would be at the confluence of demographic imperatives and new technologies. That is to say, in Lebanon's vibrant peri-urban areas. This meant a focus on the growing densities of Lebanon's peri-urban areas where youth are migrating, and where innovation and modernization are extraordinary in the economic, political, and social discourse. In short, where transformation is most dynamic. Now the how of it. And through a mechanism, the platform, the hub, where activist Lebanese NGOs could work in union. The idea, and of course, I think most people would agree, that they can do more together than apart as competitors. They would share one brand, which would endure, even as constituent partners would change depending on the donor investor aspiration. They would work closely with municipal authorities and other key urban influencers such as universities and chambers of commerce. And they would have one central NGO among them, which would be primary in assuring the overall obligations to the donor, compliance, reporting, branding, and facilitating the union. Now, what's changed? In the last 9 months, basically, given the dire national circumstances here, the hubs, after discussions with USAID, Life, have focused more on implementing a vision of post-crisis hope. And we just feel, those of us, I think I'm one of the foremost believers, but there are many, many others, that Lebanon will get through this. It has fundamental aspects and characteristics, human and location, that will have it revive. And we have to focus on that vision of post-crisis hope through a conscious decision to switch the majority of the specific investments of the hub toward micro businesses which would choose to adopt new technologies to increase productivity. This is meant to address the critical current lack of capacity in the transformative technologies, which has served to keep Lebanon stuck in a pre-information and communication technology environment, mostly for reasons pertaining to poor and venal governance. This is the principal thing I wanted to say here, that we believe in a revival and a renaissance in Lebanon for a whole host of reasons. And we also know that when that comes, hopefully sooner rather than later, and with the assistance of safety net programs funded by USAID and others, that the revival and renaissance will depend on the adoption of new technologies for a post-industrial modern nation. A nation that will be able to resume its leading position as an entrepot between East and West in the Eastern Mediterranean, with its multicultural assets and its powerful diaspora. In the North Regional, the North Regional Revitalization Hub, this has meant the application of solar energy, which will be critical to Lebanon's escape from the oppression of fossil fuel. In the Bekaa, it has meant large-scale training of ICT experts who sell ICT solutions locally and internationally. And here in Saida, it has meant the adoption of the new high-tech instruments to enhance productivity and the ensuing marketing of those products that will help in the future to draw visitors and investors to one of Lebanon's most historic sites over the preceding millennia. Saida was important 8,000 years ago. It was important 3,000 years ago, and it will be important soon enough. And we believe that it will resume its role as a magnet for both investors and visitors to probably one of the very most historic sites that exists in this part of the world. So with that, I turn it over to my good friend Bilal, who's going to talk about the specifics of the Saida intervention. And I'll be back at the end to say a few farewell words. Go ahead, Bilal.
Thank you, Mr. David. First, I want to thank everyone at Live and USAID who participated in supporting our initiative for the 2 consecutive years and making this happen during the very difficult and hardship situation in Lebanon. Tourism Ambassador initiative launched in December 2019, led by the South Hub partners, succeed to achieve 117 startups and SMEs working in traditional production, food, arts, and crafts, benefited from business development services, training, and peer-to-peer coaching, where 52 of them received in-kind support, along with 13 potential to impact in supporting the tourism development. LITD organization has put a lot of efforts to create a sustainable market to the SMEs and working on maintaining collaboration among the participants. As a result, a group of craftsmen who have benefited from the intervention has been established and working together under the title Hiraf in order to group as many talented entrepreneurs as possible. Many exhibitions have taken place and still where the entire group has been able to access new markets. Thus, these entrepreneurs have been able to market themselves better and have gained new skills regarding business management, customer service, financial management, and personal development. Moreover, to enhance the economic opportunities during the current year, the 2 livelihood partners, LITD and DRA, in coordination and cooperation with Saida Municipality, Chamber of Commerce and Trade in Saida, Henry Frange, and the Lebanese University Faculty of Archaeology, are working side by side, continuing the initiative of South Hub, and starting from March till August 2021, this month, in order to provide the most significant impact, enhancing the local economic opportunities, focusing on businesses for digital transformation, legal registration, and development of new technologies for the most promising businesses and local hosts to develop innovative business ideas. The second initiative of the project played the role of the incubation phase, especially in the improvement and upscaling of the traditional businesses and ensuring the creation of new job opportunities by supporting 49 SMEs with the in-kind support for 17 businesses, in addition to 40 SMEs by launching their e-shops through an e-commerce platform named Watani. The project has achieved a significant impact on the empowerment of women, youth, and other vulnerable entrepreneurs by supporting livelihoods, enhancing economic opportunities, and enabling technology, especially in the handcrafts and agro-food businesses. However, the higher level change in the term of resilience would require sustained effort to emerge, contributing to the main pillars of diversify the livelihood issue, access to market, and incubation for technology. So thank you.
Thank you, Bilal. Last but not least, please welcome USAID Lebanon Mission Director, Eileen Barrett.
Thank you, Fadi, David, and Bilal. Good morning to our partners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be with you to celebrate the milestones that we've together under Livelihoods and Inclusive Finance Expansion, also known as the LIFE Project, to support the South Revitalization Hub. These achievements helped better build microbusinesses and advance economic growth in the South during these times of terrible economic distress. The South Revitalization Hub is one of 3 hubs that were created under LIFE. They were created to improve the economic opportunities available for low-income individuals and micro-enterprises throughout Lebanon. USAID worked with NGOs to hone the business skills of these micro-enterprises and expand their access to resources, maximizing the impact within marginalized communities. By means of these 3 hubs, micro-enterprise development has made a significant contribution to poverty alleviation and laid a firm foundation for these enterprises to withstand economic crisis in Lebanon. In fact, USAID's support under the South Hub was crucial as the country partially resumed its tourism activities this summer following almost a year and a half of closure as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. In the South Hub, USAID has supported 117 startups and micro businesses working in the tourism sector, specifically in the traditional production of food, arts, and crafts. These businesses received intensive business development services and peer-to-peer coaching in order to offer high-quality services. Of these enterprises, 52 received in-kind grants, and 13% potential tourist guides received training and technical guiding as local hosts in Saida and surrounding areas. 7 of them also received in-kind grants to improve their businesses and contribute to tourism development. Furthermore, in the second phase, over the past 6 months, the South Hub took its support to over 60 businesses in the tourism sector to a higher level by providing them with outreach support, access to e-commerce platforms, and technical skills to facilitate digital transformation, market performance, management, and legal registration. Testimonials from microenterprises in the South have indicated a pickup in tourism activity in the South, particularly as local Lebanese tourists have enjoyed staycations. The success we are witnessing today capitalizes on USAID's longstanding support to the microfinance sector. Since 1997, USAID has increased access to finance for many micro entrepreneurs throughout Lebanon, including women, youth, and people with disabilities, which ultimately resulted in the disbursement of over more than 35,000 loans and over $53 million. Beyond numbers, we're really proud to witness the impact of our assistance on the lives and communities. Since my arrival here in Lebanon almost 1 year ago to the day, I've met a number of micro entrepreneurs and have been inspired by their stories. Later today, we'll learn about how those micro entrepreneurs turned a small window of opportunity into a better future for themselves and their families. Needless to say, Lebanon has witnessed enormous challenges over the past 2 years. However, the Lebanese people continue to persevere in the face of these challenges. The success of the hub is proof of that. To the organizations who partnered with us on this journey, we value your diligent efforts to improve the livelihoods of many individuals and families. We will continue to be a supportive partner to Lebanon's private sector because we believe it's in its potential to lead the way toward Lebanon's economic recovery. We're here to stay and we will be supporting you in the future. To the micro enterprises present today, we applaud your determination to stand strong and overcome adversity. I encourage you to keep on moving forward towards your dreams and goals. And thank you very much on behalf of the American people for delivering outstanding results. And we look forward to working together more in the private sector in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eileen. And before I move to the final word with David, we have 2 testimonials by Mona and Sarah, who will give us their feedback about the project and how they benefited from.
اسمحوا لي أول شيء أعرفكم عن نفسي. أنا سارة البيطار، خريجة ماجستير من الجامعة اللبنانية. ساكنة أنا وعائلتي بصيدا القديمة، وهي المدينة اللي أنا كتير مهتمة إن أنشر تاريخها ومستقبلها لكل الناس. كنت أحلم من أنا وطفلة لما كنت شوف السياح بصيدا القديمة.
I always wanted to highlight the beauty and the historical background of my city, running around tourists to try to communicate with them the uniqueness and heritage of this beautiful
المكان يلي بينشر قصص وحكايا.
to create Diwan Saida, which was a dream come true. Diwan Saida is a cultural and touristic meeting place to learn more about what the city has to offer. The Diwan organizes past and local activities with cultural activities and a selection of guided tours trained in the first phase of the project to highlight the historical vestige, highlighting craftsmanship and creative local talents from Saida. Through the program and the grant offered as in computers and printer, which was very hard to get in this economic situation, we have been able to produce materials for the tours and create information cards and have access to a larger audience. The services that we offer in the Diwan are poetic gathering and hakawati gathering and storytelling. I have also benefit from other people's experience and the training offered in terms of the legal approach and the e-marketing, through which we have been able to network with other platforms like Watani and have a shop on Google and reach a wider audience. For me, this project was crucial to put me on the right track in order to develop my business. Therefore, I thank you very much and thank all the people who assisted me in this project.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
I think Mona is back. منى جاهزة؟
What if all the food and drinks I'm consuming have preservatives? What if I put my health and body under risk? What should I do to help people be rosy about the guilt? Mona kept on asking those three questions over and over. Hello everyone, I'm Mona Hassan, a civil and environmental engineer. A year before, I found a response for my questions as we formed a group of ladies that started planning for what we have today. We decided to use natural goods to help humans and at the same time use their waste to help our number one priority, which is our beloved environment. We started our new recipes, but there's something important I'd like to point out, that in our plans, we included planting so that we make sure that our products are 100% organic with no preservatives. In addition, freezing our fruits and vegetables in a proper manner is one of our main concerns to be used after their season is over. Our customers were our friends, families, and siblings. The problem we faced was how to open up with new market and make our business grow bigger. How to use social media to sell our products and let people know more about us. Then I knew about a training on business digital transformation and legal registration funded by USAID and provided by LITD under LIFE program. I started the training, which was divided into two sections. In the first section, I was introduced to how can I register legally, the legal approach, tax calculation, and business types. Indeed, this part helped me while registering for our new co-op. In the second part, I learned about digital transformation and how to use online platforms, how to improve my online skills, photography skills, and a new logo were done for our new co-op. Also, this part improved my digital marketing skills. After opening up to new market, I felt the urge to make machines a part of our business, to make our life easier and save time. That's why I asked for a freezer to save natural goods for other seasons, a vacuum machine that protects our products from being spoiled and ruined, and finally a laptop to work on digital marketing. I had the opportunity to win the machines I asked for. In the end, I want to thank all LITD members and a special thank for USAID that is helping us to grow our new businesses in these hard circumstances we are all facing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mona. I will leave the final.
Thank you both for those great testimonials. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mona and Sarah. Thank you.
Great.
Goodbye.
I will leave the final word to David. David, please, and have a good day, everybody.
Okay. You hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. So, yes, this is the final words. I agree with Fadi. It's a bit nostalgic. We started this campaign, as I mentioned earlier, over 2 years ago to address USAID's concerns and our own concerns about trying to make more impactful investments on behalf of the American people. And it's had its ups and downs. It's a new concept, but it's taking root. We've amended it along the way at times, but I think I think the premise is still there about working in densely populated areas with the youth and the application of the new technologies to make their businesses more productive, modern, as we come out of these difficult times and move forward. So I personally will miss working with these guys on site and going through all those difficult debates to arrive at a working model. And I hope that it will continue past life's current presence here for all the reasons that it has worked so far. And in particular, thanks to USAID. My day-to-day partner, Rana Helu, and the directors of the economic growth that I have worked with in the past, Bill Butterfield, Steve Moran, and particularly now to Eileen, who has been totally supportive and friendly to our investments there. So it's a big thank you to all those folks that I mentioned, and particularly in the end, it's why we're here, why we do this stuff, to the folks like Sarah and Mona, who are basically, if there's any doubt about the revival and renaissance of Lebanon, they should put that doubt to rest, folks like them. Thank you.
I
That's
just
it for
say
me.
thank you, Dave, to you and your entire team for your dedication and your passion and for achieving these outstanding results. It's very much appreciated and recognized. And it is a bittersweet day, but it's nice that we can celebrate all these achievements. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. The ceremony is ending right now. So enjoy your day. Bye-bye.